Pouya, man, good to see you. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm excited for this week and this month because we're going to start traveling soon. And yeah, I'm very excited. I'm doing great.
Where is that in our new office, that backdrop of yours? There's that in the old office.
He's
Me?
at home.
Oh, that's
This is
home?
home. Okay.
Oh
See, I've
yeah.
been on
Oh yeah.
so many common power trips, y'all. This is home. This is my wall at home.
All
It just keeps
right.
going,
Most of that,
keeps
most of it
going. I
is
earn these, okay? I knocked on doors
Georgia.
to get them.
That's right. Most of
That's
it's
right.
Georgia, some of it's Virginia.
Wow.
Hmm.
Wow, 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 wow. All right. Well, look, here, I want to ask you two a question. So this podcast is September 3rd, 2024, and it's Tuesday, and we're officially 2 months from the election right now. 2 months from election
Hmm.
day. But ballots start getting mailed 3 days from now in North Carolina. So voting starts in 3 days in a crucial state, North Carolina. So I just saw through my Twitter feed that Tim Walz is going to be in Pennsylvania for four campaign events, Wednesday and Thursday, in
Hmm.
Lancaster, in Pittsburgh, in Erie. And then Kamala Harris is going to Pennsylvania Thursday and joining him there, and then is going to stay in the state campaigning until Tuesday when the debate is. All right.
Oh my gosh.
So
Okay.
I just want to know, please, like, just comfort me here. We're going to be going to Pennsylvania, right? We're going to go to Pennsylvania.
Comfort
Oh
you.
yeah.
Of course you're
Oh
going to
yeah.
Pennsylvania. Yeah. The question is how much? How much? We also saw some fundraising numbers over the weekend. And Pennsylvania seems to be the only state that Donald Trump has decided to compete in, apparently.
Yeah,
Um,
his advertising dollars, right? They're competing. They're putting all on the line for Pennsylvania. Yep.
all in line for Pennsylvania and pretty minimal compared to what Harris is spending in states like North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, et cetera.
Yep.
So Pennsylvania is super important. But for us, it's been important for a long time. One, it's been a swing state. It's a blue wall state. It's also one of two states that has important implications on the U.S. Senate, U.S. House, um, presidency, and the state ledge. The other state's Arizona. So Puya, how many times are we going?
Yeah, we're going to actually Pennsylvania more than any other state except Arizona. Both of those states are going to have four trips actually between September 20th until election weekend. So in a matter of 7 weekends, we're going to be there 4 of those long weekends.
Wow.
Um, and to share some numbers, actually, if Trump is just recently realizing he needs to win Pennsylvania, we have been planning for this for a while. So
That's right.
across our four trips, we've got 171 signups. There are going to be some duplicates in there, but give or take around 160 volunteers are going to be there in Pennsylvania.
Well, but
Wow.
those are 171 door knockers,
Door
regardless of
knockers,
if
that's
they're
right.
duplicates. Those are
Hmm.
people that are going to be canvassing. So
Okay.
yeah, that's huge.
I'm pulling up my. I'm going to pull a Charles here. You see this? I'm pulling up my calculator here. All right.
Hmm.
So 171. And how many doors might we just generally, conservatively, estimate per person?
Each volunteer does about 45 doors a day.
45 a day. Okay.
Yes,
So are we 3 to 4 days on average across there?
4 days. Four
Okay.
days.
So times 45,
Hmm.
45.
Wait. Will you give them the conservative number? Okay.
I am.
3 days or 4 days?
You know what? If we want to be super conservative with our numbers, we can go
Three
three and a
days.
half.
Okay.
Three and a
171,
half.
171 like person days. I mean, people, 171 people
Mhm.
times, we'll go 3.5 times 3.5.
Okay.
And then per day, that's where we're at right now. What I need to do per day is what, 420, 45, did you say?
45.
45. That's what it says right there. 20,
Right.
26,900
Yep.
doors. All right.
Which is about what we did in Georgia around the same time frame 2 years ago. So that's it. That checks out.
So the closeness of that state, it could easily come down to a 25 to 50 to 100,000 difference in that state.
Mhm.
So today's podcast with these two guys as part of representing part of the fieldwork team is to talk a bit about our states. And I put together another one of my fantastic PowerPoint slides that
Yeah,
has.
I don't know if you're allowed to grade your own quality, but go ahead.
Well, because I'm preempting the critiques, the critique that's coming from you all. So this is a map of the United States, everybody, and
Okay.
then we're gonna fill this in live on this podcast.
We're
Charles
gonna
and
fill
Pouya,
in.
Charles and
Okay, so
Pouya are
hold
gonna
on.
see.
You know
Can I
what would make
just
this better is if you
see?
click the caret on the right and like take that whole giant bar, the menu bar, and move it up. The top right over there, the little caret in the top right.
On the
It's
PowerPoint?
pointing. Yeah, on the actual menu, you can move that whole bar up. I'm probably go to the
Oh,
right some more, all the way to the right,
okay.
all the way. Keep going, right there, up higher. No, oh,
Up here.
great, right there. Yeah,
What do you want me to do? Full screen mode? Right there?
yeah.
Let's do it.
There you go.
I can still
Now
work
you
on
can
it.
still click on the state. Try it.
It's not going to let me work on it. I don't think.
Oh, it's not.
Let's see. Okay, give me a state where we're going to one time, Pouya. Let's start with the the states we're going to once.
Okay. Because we're very ambitious with Common Power, we're not going to any state, only once.
Okay.
So
All right.
let's start with the two. Actually.
Okay. Okay. Give me the twos.
All right, we got Montana. I'll start from the West Coast and we'll just make our way. We got Montana.
Okay.
We're
What
going
else?
twice.
Okay.
California.
This is interesting. So you're copying the number 2 and you're dragging it over into a wow. Okay. All right.
Okay.
All
What
right.
else?
There we
What else?
go.
What else?
Nevada.
Ooh, okay. These are all twos.
These are all twos, that's right.
Okay.
Texas.
Okay.
North Carolina.
I put the names of states in here because some people not naming names on our staff don't necessarily know where states are located. Okay. All right. What else?
If you don't put the abbreviations on there.
Yes.
I just want to say
That's
that
right.
there's an asterisk next to North Carolina. Okay.
Okay. All right. Come back to that.
Okay.
What else, Pouya, for twos?
Georgia.
Ooh, back on the map, Georgia. Okay.
Back on the map.
Okay.
That's
I'm
right.
putting a pin in that. We're coming back to that conversation. Okay. All right.
Yes. And we also wanted to. That's about it, actually, for the twos.
Okay, looking at these states now, hey Ben, looking at these states here, what on the right side now, I want to fill in where these states fall in our columns of focus there. Okay,
Actually,
so
real quick, David, can you add also Ohio and Wisconsin for the twos? So
sure.
Wisconsin is kind of 3 because we did one trip like a few weeks ago. So it's really more so like 3, but we
No,
can
we're
just
talking
go with
about
2.
now, Labor Day to Election Day. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, let's go here. Montana, going from west to east, California. When we look at the focus by state little table over here on the right.
Wait. Are you doing threes now?
No, I was just going to do the twos right now.
Okay. When you switch to threes, can you make them a different color?
Look, folks, this is what I live with all the time. Okay, this is exactly what I live with. All right, this is why presentations that I do, they're myself, they're mine, because like I like the blue all the time. But now the design mavens come in and they're like, hey, could you make the
Design maintenance.
It's just easy to see. It's just
Could you-
easier to see, for those of us that are, we don't see as well as you, David.
Okay, sure.
Those are-
All right, California. Where does California fit over here?
We got the US House. That's our biggest focus in California.
Okay,
Yeah, we're gonna be working 4 different US House races in California.
okay, Nevada.
Nevada, it's gonna be presidency, the Senate, US House, and state legislature.
Whoa,
That's right.
okay. Presidency, Senate, Jackie Rosen,
That's
right?
that's right.
And House,
Yes, Susie Lee
Susie
for
Lee.
US House. Hmm.
Okay, gotcha. All right, Montana.
And also state ledge
Oh, really? State ledge
as well.
too? Woo.
Yeah, because they can get a super majority in both chambers, that they can, get rid of that crazy Republican governor and his
Only,
weird decisions.
only US House in the country, state
Mhm.
state ledge, I should say, that is
Majority women.
majority women. Yep.
And
That's
it's
right.
been like that since 2019.
Yeah.
20.
Yep.
Okay,
And
Pouya, what about Montana?
Montana, we got the Senate obviously with John Tester.
Uh-huh.
And this might come as a surprise, but US House as well.
Uh-huh. Good.
We've got it.
I was waiting to see if you were
You're
gonna
got-
add the house.
Of
Okay.
That's
course
right.
he does.
Mhm.
Of course he does. I bet he can name the district and the people running, David.
Yes, I could, but let's just move it faster. And we might also do some work in the US, some of the Supreme Court races in Montana. I don't know if you want to put that under state as well, David.
Oh yeah, no, that's it. That's good. That's good. Okay. Okay. Texas.
Texas is going to be US Senate, obviously, Colin Aldred.
Well, we had that debate yet. We had the conversation yesterday. Okay. Okay.
Excellent. US House for sure.
Oh, okay. What house races?
We're going to be in 2 different House races, District 34 and 15, Vicente Gonzalez and Michelle Vallejo.
Okay.
They're both sharing this city of McAllen, so we're going to go all the way south.
Okay.
And we'll see if Texas comes into play more for the presidency, and if our partners ask us to do that as part of the coordinated campaign. So we can put that tentatively there.
Where Texas? I'm not putting the presidency for Texas. I'm just copying right now.
Okay.
Okay. I'm jumping
All right,
ahead
all right.
to Wisconsin.
You're jumping
okay?
in. Good. All right, let's do it. Wisconsin presidency, Senate, and state ledge after the redistricting.
Okay. What else? Now, Ohio.
Ohio, all over the place. Senate, US House, and state.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, Ohio is the only state that can flip actually their Supreme Court this year. So there's a big
Yeah.
focus if they can flip that.
So we want state, we want US House as well for Arizona. I mean, for Ohio.
Ohio.
That's right, yes. Emilia Sykes.
Ohio flipping the Supreme Court is
Okay.
is how we win back Ohio.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Okay, then we have North Carolina on the twos. We have left North Carolina and Georgia.
All right, North Carolina presidency, US House for Don Davis. And a bunch of races up and down the ballot for a state. From governorship all the way down to some state ledge.
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Okay, and then Georgia.
Georgia. Biggest focus is going to be presidency, really.
Okay. Okay, let's pause here. That's it. Let's pause here and talk about this. These are the two states.
Are we pausing because you're running out of room?
Yeah, yes, that is part of why we're pausing. Yes. We're also pausing because I'm like, I don't want to get off the full screen mode. How do I
You're
do
getting
this?
excited.
He's fired.
How do I get back to this now? Let's see here. Hang on, I'm coming back. Yeah,
You gotta
there's a
press the
lot
little-
of stuff right there.
The little down arrow thing on the far right, upper far right. There you go.
But I want to get off of full, so I show tabs. Okay, no.
It's good. It's good. Anybody who, any Microsoft PowerPoint enthusiasts, this is your podcast episode right here. You need to watch this. The intrigue, the excitement,
Okay,
the
so
UI navigation. Oh, go ahead.
right here, the presidency can be decided just in these states that we've identified. The presidency could be decided. Trump has to win North Carolina and Georgia. He has to win those. Trump has to win those. Harris doesn't have to win those. We would like to win those. Harris doesn't need to win those. Harris, however, does need to win Wisconsin. All right. Harris does need to win Wisconsin. And Nevada is kind of just the cherry on the top for everybody. It's only 5 electoral votes, but it's still valuable. But then you look at the Senate. Right here, you got it all right here, Pouya, right? The Senate, you got Montana and Ohio. It's all here on the table for these states.
That's right. I mean, there's no way that we're going to be able to hold on to the U.S. Senate without Montana and Ohio, and those are going to be the most competitive ones. That's why we need a lot of people in those 2 states, especially Montana, especially Ohio. If you're listening and you're wondering where should I go and travel with Common Power, we need more people in Ohio.
Okay. And then, okay, let's move on
This is
to
good. This is good. Hold on. As we go, I definitely continue to highlight where we need more volunteers.
oh,
So
okay,
we are-
okay.
We're pretty full on Pennsylvania. We don't need more Pennsylvania people right now. It doesn't mean to switch though, because this is a common question that we get. People ask like, where do we need more volunteers? And so you got people going, okay, I'll change my plans. No, don't change your plans. But if you haven't decided yet, then definitely move to one of the states where we need more help. And you're saying Ohio's one of them, right, Pouya?
Yes, and also if you have the means to be able to go to Pennsylvania or Arizona and also be like, hey, maybe I can do one more trip or a weekend. That can also be an option.
Yeah, if you can
But
if you can actually do a trip, if you're planning on going to Pennsylvania and you can do a trip to Ohio before or after that, then do that. And I think you can schedule them out like that, right, Pouya?
Yeah, so we have actually designed our trips in a way where you could theoretically go all 7 weekends, stay within the region essentially, and
Yep.
just go from one state to another. We made it very easy for you. And there are going to be a few days of break in between, so you don't have to go 2 weeks in a row actually. There'll be some buffer time.
Okay, I'm trying to work with this screen. I'm not doing well here. I'm having some trouble. There's the screen again, but I need to get the toolbar back.
Here, let's do some live.
Yeah.
Some live. Share screen again. That will help you out.
Okay.
This is good. We have a common, I would say, challenge when it comes to technology for folks. And all right, let's see. Oh, Pouya, where to go? Pouya doesn't even use this.
I don't really use
Oh,
PowerPoint, but
so wait, click on one of the, yeah, now there you go. And then you click on always. So once you click on one of the menus, then you can press the, yeah, now go always show ribbon. Yeah, that's called a ribbon right there, David.
there we go.
But
Okay,
no,
great.
this is a common thing that our volunteers run into as a challenge when you're,
It's
one of the
true.
benefits
Yeah.
of mobilizing across the country is that, you don't have to be a local in-person person to volunteer to work with us. But that means you got to learn how to use these tools that are kind of difficult to use. So, we just power through. What we're showing right now is it kind of, it's not that you hit a wall, it's how you get through it. So we can get through it together. All right, let's go.
Yeah, I'm going to change the colors to the ones that you think that you'd like us to have a little bit more. Now,
Yeah, that'd be great.
don't want that. Let's see here. Where did that go?
Shape format. You want to go to shape format, then there you go, shape fill.
But I need to get I want to undo a thing I did. see.
Control Z twice.
Okay.
There you-
Okay, so now I'm gonna go to shape fill, Ohio. Gotcha. Okay, we want more, we're looking to increase the size of Ohio, is what you're saying.
Yes, and 2 more states actually.
Okay, go ahead. What?
Ohio, Texas, North Carolina,
Okay,
in that order.
Ohio, Texas, North Carolina.
I don't know about that, man. I might go to North Carolina, Ohio, Texas.
We're just looking at our signups, not in terms of political importance
Oh,
per se.
okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay, we're gonna probably run out of room here, but that's totally fine. And I don't want to spend that much time on the pod. People are like enough on the
okay.
technologies.
Take the whole, highlight all the boxes and just drag them to the top. You're gonna cover up Maine, but we're not going to Maine, so you're good. Just move the whole highlight, click and drag everything. No, click outside of the slide. Click outside the slide in the gray in the upper right. No, higher. Yeah. Make a box all the way down, all the way down. All the way down, all the way over to the left. Yep, there you go, right there. Boom.
Oh my gosh. That,
And then drag it up. There you go. Boom.
wow,
There we go.
mind blown right there. Okay. Hey.
That's
Okay.
good, man. See?
All right. Where are we going to 3? Where are we going to 3?
3. All right. Change the color of 3 before you copy it. Change it to what color you want? What color?
Pouya?
Let's
Orange.
do green. How about
Oh, green. Okay, green.
Okay, we're ready.
all right, let's do this. All right, same thing. We're gonna go from West Coast to East Coast. So for the 3s, we've got actually a few of them. Michigan.
That's not on the West Coast, but fine.
I know,
Okay,
but I was
okay.
like, you know what? They're nothing on the West Coast, so we're going 3 times.
Okay.
We're going 3 times to Michigan, and we're going.
I'm a 3 in
Okay.
search of an answer. Where are we going?
So in New York, we are doing 2 shorter weekends of action and a longer trip. I don't know if you want to count that as exactly
I do. I
3,
want to
but we
count the
can.
weekends of it. I do want to count the actions too, even
Oh,
if
you
it's
do?
yeah. Because
Okay. Okay,
Maryland. Okay.
yeah, in that case, then add Maryland too. There are going to be 3 shorter weekends of action.
This is tough. Maryland, pretty small geographically right there. There it is. It's in there. Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Perfect. Awesome. In that case, you may want to add a 2 to Oregon because we're going to do 2 weekends of action in Oregon.
Okay.
It's going
All
to be for
right.
US House.
Let me come back to this. So we're going to Oregon for the House in the
Mhm.
5th, right? Janelle Bynum.
That's right, Janelle Bynum.
This is one of my funnest podcasts ever. People, you may be bored, but you are watching the sausage get made. Okay. Okay. Any other 3s?
No other 3s actually. Yeah.
Okay. Michigan. Where's Michigan going?
Michigan is going to go all 4. Presidency, Senate, US House, and state ledge.
State Senate is a state ledge.
Yeah, so for actually Michigan doesn't have any any of their state Senate races, but their state House is
Their
actually
state
super
houses, yep.
competitive.
Yeah.
They got a 2-seat majority, so we got to hold on to that. So
Oh, and it does have US House race, but not something that we thought was a high priority US House race.
So are we putting in the US House or not put Michigan in the US House?
yes,
We are?
yes, definitely, yeah.
Are we in the
So we're gonna
7th or
do
the 8th? What are we doing?
We're gonna go to the 7th. We're gonna go to the 8th, and we're gonna go to the 10th. Try to flip that seat.
Oh yeah,
held
let's
by
flip
John
the
James.
John, yeah,
Oh, I
James.
forgot
Let's
about
beat
that.
James.
That's right.
Okay, and then I know at the state we have a really important Supreme Court race. I know that at the state level. Yep.
That's right.
Okay.
Supreme Court, State House.
What about New York? What is New York?
New York, similar to California, is going to be U.S. House. Everybody was talking about it. We're going 3 different U.S. House districts.
Okay. And then Maryland.
It's gonna be the US Senate, Angela Alsa Brooks.
I love this. I just love this. Yeah, I do like the whole little technology. I'm geeking out on that. That's kind of like in process thing, but I also just love seeing our coverage, the levels of coverage that we have. It's really exciting. Anything you want to say, Charles? I know you were eating cereal there or something. Anything you want to chime in on?
I'm eating Pike Place clam chowder.
Outstanding.
Tis the season. No, I misspoke earlier when I said that Arizona and Pennsylvania were the only ones that we were going to for all four. Michigan's in there too.
Michigan's in there too, right?
Mhm.
Okay, of the states we just added, the Oregon, which was one additional two, and then the 3 threes, Michigan, New York, and Maryland. Are any of those states that we want to highlight for we're looking for more volunteers or not?
Yes, if we can highlight Michigan, as Charles mentioned, there's actually a lot at stake in Michigan as well. And compared to the blue wall states, it's not getting as much attention here. So if you want to go to a super competitive state, make a lot of difference and not be there with 100 other people, go to Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan in the fall, beautiful too. Absolutely.
Beautiful. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You knock on doors in David's old neighborhood.
There's a decent chance that will happen. Yes.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. What do we have left then?
We got the forest left.
Or
What
Okay,
colors?
so-
What color?
make it orange.
Orange. Let's do it.
Okay. Where are we going?
All right. Let's do on the left, on the West Coast, Arizona.
Not on the coast, by the way.
Not
Okay. It is very close. The bottom part of Arizona technically is very close. All right. Although it's technically on the West Coast. If Michigan
That's
is
Michigan.
Midwest,
I mean, that's Mexico.
Arizona is very close to the
Sure,
West Coast.
sure,
you know?
sure. Okay.
All right.
Uh,
Pennsylvania is the second one.
Oh,
This is so fascinating.
okay.
Yeah, do not, if you're listening to this only, you need to switch to the YouTube video immediately because this is edge of your seat workplace tools, okay, going on right here. If you like this video, we'll do an entire one on Slack. We can do another one and it's just a spreadsheet. You know, if this is super exciting to you, let David know, okay?
Like this is a new front for us, okay? In
That's
terms
right.
of
Office tools,
yeah.
office tool drama, planning.
Okay, are these the only fours?
That's right. Yes.
Okay. And 4 means we're by definition we're doing all 4 of the things. Okay.
That's right. Mhm.
Yes. Well, and then there's Washington State, which is
Right.
4+, which is 5 or evergreen. I would put like an
Yes.
infinity symbol if you could find one, but Washington is every
Yeah.
week.
Okay.
Actually, counting all of the different locations we're going, we've got 18 separate short weekends of action happening in Washington so far, or planned
Wow.
so far. So
That's awesome.
Do we need many more volunteers in Arizona or Pennsylvania?
we've
No.
got a lot. We do not need more volunteers. If you are like, I can only go to Arizona or Pennsylvania, that is okay. It's not like we are blocking you off or telling you not to go to those states if you really need to or want to go there. But if you have the means to go to another state that we have highlighted here, the ones in yellow, please go to those.
That's
Yeah, the
good.
reality of travel with us is that, if you're paying your own way, then you're Nevada and Arizona are just, it's a less expensive ticket.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
you're probably going to want to go that route. But if you could manage another trip or to move to an East Coast or Eastern United States or Midwest state, we'd love to have you there. Oh, I think another thing is, Alaska. I understand if people are just going to the places where Alaska Airlines does direct flights. So That's also another thing. Alaska is so much cheaper than Delta and some of these places. And sometimes it's the only airline that has a direct flight out of Seattle.
Mhm.
All right, so here we are, and then we want to put one in for Washington State, and I don't have an infinity symbol immediately available.
Put like an
Wanna do
exclamation
a
mark.
star.
Star.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. Okay, and where are we in Washington State again?
We'll be in Yakima. We'll be in Vancouver.
Mhm.
We'll be in the islands as well. So all
Island
over
County.
actually.
Yep.
Hmm.
And then up in Bellingham, we'll be up there too,
Bellingham as well, right?
but mostly down in the third for Marie Glussenkamp Perez.
That's right. Hmm.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about these. A couple questions I have for you all. When you look at a state, and we pick a state, Nevada twice, Arizona 4 times, Michigan 3 times, Pennsylvania 4 times. Is how extensive is our set of conversations and our assessments and our thinking about these? Like, give us a sense behind the veil here of just how much kind of constancy is going into thinking about these places.
It's every it's detailed to the state, to the team leads that are there, to the number of volunteers, to
Hmm.
the latest news. Like the first thing that I thought of when we looked at the fundraising numbers or the ad spend numbers, sorry, in each of the states was I started to think about North Carolina differently, and I started to think about Pennsylvania differently. Because Pennsylvania is the state where Trump is putting all his ad money into, and North Carolina is a state that he's assuming he's going to get, even though there's some things in that state that may go our way. So I start thinking, do we need another trip? Right? Those are the places where we can tune the dial down. So the thing I talked to the fieldwork team about is we have a lot of creativity at the beginning of the year or earlier on, and the closer you get to the election, the narrower your decision set gets. And so right now, what we wouldn't do is we wouldn't take a state off the map, okay? Or we wouldn't really, maybe we wouldn't likely add one on, but we would push the dial on how many trips we take. And so Pouya and I, especially, I want to say about a month ago, we were like looking at line by line, and we're debating on this many trips for this state, and less trips, more trips, that kind of thing.
Yeah, we were at Netroots, Charles, and like at like 11 p.m. going through every single state. What are the races? Who are the team leads? What are our expected number of volunteers? Which location should we hit? Which district? All of that. And the conversation started like December of 2023. Like David, if you remember, like he came to the office and like it was with me, Charles, and Ben, and we were going through the states, and that map has changed quite a bit from what we originally had in like beginning of 24, end of 23. But yeah, it's been over nearly a year that we have been working on this map. Which district should we go? And it's been changing over time. But
And
it's more or less
every
stabilized.
state has a couple team leads, right?
Yes, more than a couple actually. Each team has at least 3 team leads, up to 5. And this excludes like the fieldwork staff that might be traveling to that state to help support. So where we go is more strategic around who are the team leads there, how much experience they have, how many volunteers we've got, things of that nature as well.
Okay. And you gave me a number for Pennsylvania when you said like 171 people have made commitments to travel in one of those 4 trips, right? Or at
Yes.
least one of those 4 trips.
Mhm.
So looking at across these, what else is really like what else is Arizona a very large team too?
Yeah, why don't you
Yes. Yeah.
go through Arizona and then some of the 3-trip states?
Yeah. So across Pennsylvania, as I mentioned, the 4 trips together has 171 signups. And I mentioned like there's some duplicates, maybe people filled out the form twice and things of that nature. Doesn't matter. We'll just go with 171. But for Arizona, Across the 4 trips, we have 260
Oh my
signups.
gosh.
260. And here's the crazy part, and Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, because you've been here from the beginning, but the last trip, the 4th trip, has 105 people traveling. And I think that may be the largest we have ever had on a single trip.
That's the most, yeah. That is the most. By a lot, by a few dozen. That's the most. Yeah, and we said no limits. So, for us,
Yeah.
when there's that many people, we would have them all still travel the same place, and we just split them up into kind of sub teams, split the team leads up, bring in more staff members to back them up, that kind of thing. I will likely be in Pennsylvania or Arizona for election day. Pouya, also Ben, Jessica, those folks, split up between the highest volume teams. And those are also the most important in terms of election day. Those states are pretty slow at counting. Pennsylvania is super slow at counting. And those are probably the states where there's going to be the most contested results. And so we're going to want to be on the ground on that weekend.
Yeah, in fact, you have put an idea on the table that you're thinking about, Charles, of a what we might call a crisis or a fast response body of volunteers, where we want to move people really, really quick in a short amount of time, right?
All right, quick response team. So that's something that we'll light it up formally and start a sign up. Maybe this Thursday. This Thursday's fieldwork. Actually, it's the community meeting. Fieldwork team is driving that. You're gonna hear a lot about the fieldwork infrastructure that hasn't been said before, and that's most likely when we're going to open up the rapid response team. We've already got Action Academy students that have committed to that, and that's also going to be a place where we're looking for people to be able to travel at a moment's notice, and then also looking for some funding to help support those people.
Yeah, I love this. I love the quick response. That's great. Okay. So 171, 260. We're not going to go through them all. Those are the high water marks, right? And what would you say is Ohio currently the smallest composition of a team?
In terms of total signups?
Yes.
Yes. That's why I was like, hey, Ohio, we need more people in Ohio.
Sherrod Brown. Look, when Sherrod Brown wins this fall, we're going to be dancing. Okay.
Oh,
So we need you there. How many people there right now, Pouya?
Right now we have 10 signups.
Okay.
Across 2 trips.
All right. So total transparency, folks, with everybody. Like we want to get that number up, because you want to get it up to 20 to 30 at least, because then you have critical mass. People have a great experience. We can have a more of a footprint on the ground, all of that. So Ohio is going to be a hop in place. And if you want to join Ohio and then Pennsylvania and Michigan, right, in combination there over the course of a couple weekends, and have a beautiful set of college football weekends, beautiful falls, and that's a great place to go. All right.
Yeah, and we can start. We can keep people updated on this throughout the next few weeks as people are planning their travel some more. Which states need help? Again, Labor Day is an unlock for a lot of people who are going to be like, okay, I'm ready to think about the weekend or the election, and they'll be signing up now in droves. But we'll direct people to this podcast, David.
Okay, last question I have for you is Pod Save America's Vote Save America arm, which is driving people who want to travel from one state to another, driving them through us. Are we noticing an influx of people from there?
Totally. Yes.
100%.
Yeah. Not just signups, but I think they actually, when they sign up, they actually tag that they're Vote Save people.
Okay.
So we'll have a number on that soon. And then they hop into our Slack channel, and they're just, because Slack is one of the main ways that they mobilize people.
Oh, okay.
It's very cool to see a whole new community of people that just joins us and, is fired up about the work and super excited to have found an organization like us. That's really cool to see. But yeah, they're here.
So if we add, that's awesome. If we add up all these numbers on this map here, the 2s, the 3s, what do we get to in terms of planned trips?
So in terms of trips, We have 21 longer weekends, so like 4 days of canvassing. And counting Washington so far, we have 25 shorter weekends of action.
Hmm. Wow. Awesome.
Counting Washington plus all these trips is 25.
They're shorter weekends.
25 in
total-
Washington, right? 25 in Washington alone.
No, so 18 in Washington so far. And then I'm just counting some of those Oregon and Maryland, some of those shorter weekends. So the shorter weekends, about 25 of them so far, and longer weekends across the country is about 27, 28.
Oh,
So we've got, combining all of that together, over 50 either weekends or longer weekends.
dang. All right. Well, look, it goes without saying, but I'm going to say it, that the only way this happens is through the support of everybody. All right. The only way
Right.
this has happened is the financial support of everybody. So we can be fired up and energized and joyful and determined about all of this. But folks, this is a community effort. It takes time and it takes treasure. So I love seeing this map. I'm going to keep this map and then see how it adjusts over time. But awesome.
Okay,
Anything-
hold on.
Yeah,
Pouya, what's the total number of volunteer signups
Yeah.
right now?
So across all of our trips, including those smaller weekends, we've got over 800 signups.
Love
Yeah.
it.
And I
That's
heard
amazing.
Ben had what it did. Ben was like had the high water mark, but we've passed it now, right? Or not?
Oh
Did
yeah.
we hit your mark? What's your mark? Oh, no, he just said 800 signups. Yeah. She's excited. She's taking the rest of the week off.
Good for Ben.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No, she just said our stretch goal is 1,200. I'm sorry. Never mind. Back
Our
to work.
stretch goal is 1,200. 1,200. That means if 800, if half of you invite one more person to come on
There you
this,
go.
we're at 1,200. All right.
That's it. How many doors is that, Pouya? Conservatively,
So
how many
once
doors?
again, conservatively, that is over 90,000 doors.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about right there. That is what I'm talking about.
Well, the presidency has been determined in 2 straight presidential elections by 60,000 or less votes, 60,000 votes in the key
Yeah.
states. All right. Yep.
I know. There you go. That 100,000 doors is how much we knocked on in 22 and 23 combined, and a little bit of the beginning of this year. So, I mean, why not? Why not now? Our first in-person, on the ground, physically presidential election for Common Power.
It's a
Okay.
beautiful thing. All right.
All right.
Thanks. We got a staff meeting.
Hey, wait, whoa, hold on. I just wanted to call out a couple things. One, David, a lot of people are a yes on the goatee from the last episode.
I'm not hearing that. Okay.
Well, we need to compare data. I'm looking at the YouTube comments, and people are into it. The other thing is that you got to practice PowerPoint. Okay, we got to get sharper. We got to get snappier. Okay, okay. All right. Thanks,
Okay.
y'all.
See ya. Thanks.
Thank you.
Let's see here. How do I get out of here? Gotta get out of here. Can I? Here we go. Here we go. All right. See ya.